Do you think that allowing cameras in the court would be helpful in the work of the court or getting more people familiar with how the court operates?
Well, I think it'd be very helpful in getting more people familiar with how the court operates. But that's not our job, to educate people. Our job is to carry out our role under the Constitution, to interpret the Constitution and laws according to the rule of law. And I think that having cameras in the courtroom would impede that process. We think the process works pretty well. I think if there were cameras, that the lawyers would act differently. I think, frankly, some of my colleagues would act differently. And that would affect what we think is a very important and well-functioning part of the decision process. I don't think there are a lot of public institutions, frankly, that have been improved in how they do business by cameras. Senator Howard Baker told me at one point that he thought the televising of the Senate proceedings, I think he used a strong word, I'm sure it's not right, whether it's ruined or certainly hurt the proceedings in the Senate. People have an absolute right to know what we're doing, and that's true in courts around the country. We have an open courtroom. I think it's, to a certain extent, unfortunate that we're not televised, because I think most people would be pleased with what they saw in terms of how seriously we take our work and the high level at which the exchange is conducted. But I do think it would have an adverse effect on our job under the Constitution, and that has to come first.
Now, you release your oral recordings, is it the next week after the argument? Or?
Right. Transcript is available within an hour, and the oral recordings at the end of the week.